Jon, it's great to have you here this morning. Let's talk about what you think is driving so much of this market volatility. I just mentioned the Nasdaq futures are down about 2% at one point just 3 hours ago or 4 hours ago, and now we're back to even. It seems like this volatility has been a theme for the last several days.
Oh, yeah, for all of 2022, Dom, thank you very much. Yeah, it is one of those things you wish sometimes for higher volatility because things are boring. They're nothing close to boring right now. The volatility, the amount that the market's expected to move, and that's what we're talking about there, has been going up, up, up. And just in days, too. I mean, it used to take us, you know, we'd grind a little lower, get down to 17 vol. That's the VIX, the spot VIX. And then all of a sudden a pop back to 20. Now we're seeing wild swings from, 20 to 37 and right back down towards 20, but it never really gets there. So right now, Dom, we've got a lot of these VXX. That's the short-term, it's an ETN, an exchange traded note that this one tracks the short-term volatility futures. And some people have been very accurately trading this one back and forth, Dom. It's moved from 19 last Thursday, I think it was, up through 27, back down. Now they're betting maybe it makes another move to the upside.
All right, so if the VIX and volatility is the theme and it reigns supreme right now, is there anything that tells you that it could continue for, say, the next few weeks or months or throughout the course of the year, given the fact that we pretty much have been told at this point that the Fed is going to do what it does with rates and the balance sheet throughout the course of this year?
Well, in the VIX itself, and they have futures that expire every month for the VIX. In that, Dom, we've seen some pretty crazy upside speculation all the way out till April. Whether it's upside speculation, meaning the market stays volatile, or whether that's just protection being put on, your guess is as good as mine. But in this ETN that I just described, that VXX, we're seeing that one. They're trading very, very short term. Yeah, that's a short term futures trade. But this one, they had nailed the one a week ago. They bought the January 20 calls. They paid about 90 cents for those when that VXX was 19. It traded up, like I said, towards 27 this week. They took off the entire position. But now, late in the day yesterday, they started layering in again another one that expires next week, Tom. So not for the rest of the year, I can't tell you. But in the short term, they're saying the volatility might not be over yet.
So Jon, if we do have these elevated levels of volatility, what can traders, what can investors do with that kind of relative expensiveness in volatility in the options market? Is there a strategy that you're laying out for some of these stocks? I mean, we talked about Tesla last night. Apple's coming up right now. What exactly can you do with this kind of volatility that can help you either profit or protect your profits?
Well, there's a lot of people right now that are buying S&P 500 puts because, that's one of the protective measures, because normally volatility, when it's high, is telling you that people think that the market is continuing lower. On the other hand, Dom, Pete and I, my brother and I, like to feast on that fear. When the volatility gets high, that's when I like to get back into committing capital into the stock rather than options. I sell the options because I don't think it can maintain the high levels of volatility. And just quick, since you spoke about it, Dom, Tesla last night was burning to the upside in the after hours. I know you know that, but
Sure.
we were through 975, and they were buying upside calls. This morning, like you said, it's back down to but the earnings, I thought were spectacular.
Right.
If Apple can do that, I think we'll see the volatility ebb, and this premium will start shrinking back down. So a lot hanging on Apple, no doubt, but those Tesla earnings were pretty good, Dom.